yeah, I'm just going to do really fresh makeup. I'm talking quietly because baby's asleep upstairs. I'm going to use my favourite product, which is the Rosalique. I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. I know, contouring to feed the ducks. Who would have thought? But I love this, and I've got these monster roll hamster cheeks at the moment. Too many donuts. Don't tell my husband. I just love a donut. It's ever since I had my daughter, she's ruined me. I used to be a savoury girl. I wasn't fussed about chocolate or cakes. And now, feed me all the donuts. I love them. It's got to stop. However, in the meantime, I am contouring. So, does that look scary or does that look doable? Shouldn't be scary. Contouring shouldn't be, but less is always more. So really buffing that in. So the whole point of contouring is you certainly don't see any lines whatsoever. And the idea is you're going to get that shadow right up underneath that cheekbone. And the reason I like the Ayu contouring wand over any of the others that I've tried is the name says it all. It's called the Cool Contour, and it has got a cool undertone, so it creates more of a shadow kind of colour rather than a bronze kind of colour. And not forgetting to blend that in along under here. If you've got little jowls here, like me, just take that contour up on over those, and you'll find the shadow there will just help kind of sink that back. So that's the freshness on so far. This is one of my favourite foundations of theirs at the moment, which is the Fresh Skin Foundation. One thing I'll say with all of their foundations is you just need the tiniest amount. I have just filmed something which I need to edit. It's not gone up yet, but I filmed something using their Perfect Skin Foundation, which has a bit more coverage, a little bit more of a matte finish. If you've not come across Ayu, they are an Irish brand created by an Irish makeup artist. So over here, if you're over here in England, Scotland, the UK, elsewhere in the world, they are still available to you. They are available online. Now, if you're worried about how do you pick a foundation colour, just go online. They do like, you input what foundation you're using at the moment and the colour, and then it will colour match you. They just did it over the internet for me. They said, Freyja, I think you would be this colour looking at you. I sent a photo. So they sent me 2.5, which I gotta say is absolutely spot on. In fact, I'm gonna put some on now. Like I said, you just need to use it sparingly. So just where I'm prone to wanting a little bit more coverage, just put it over where I've used that concealer. The reason I like the Fresh Skin Foundation is it gives, I mean, they could have named it more beautifully. Fresh Skin, it gives you that skin effect, but better, with a radiance and a glow. I've had someone ask me what I think of the Fake Tan. Amazing. It's got, rather than a coconutty smell, which I know a lot of fake tans have at the moment, it's got a slightly more floral scent to it, but again, you're not getting that kind of fake tan biscuit smell to them. I've tried both their light medium and their medium dark. Love both shades. I like to have a real tan, so I do quite like their dark one. However, with my colourings, to be honest, and I think James Harknett would be proud of me to say this, I think actually I need more of the lighter one myself at the moment. However, come spring/summer a little bit more, delving straight into their dark one. They do two different formulations. So they do a liquid one. Can you hear that? So that's a liquidy one that it comes with a spritz. You just spritz on, and then it goes on tinted. In fact, let me put a little bit on something. My hand. Okay, I'm not going to spray that at my face. Ooh, can you see? Oh my goodness, it's going to go everywhere. Have you all remembered how clumsy I can be? So look at that. So that people go, oh my goodness, that's scary. However, it means you can see exactly where you're putting the tan. So you can use like a mitt or a brush, whatever works for you, and it gives you an instant tint. So that I always think is brilliant in the sense that you can avoid getting streaks. So anyway, the tinted one, you can see it around there a little bit. The tinted one is brilliant if you're kind of new to fake tanning, if you're nervous about fake tanning, go for a fake tan with a tint. As I said, I love the Ayu one. That is the dark one that I just showed you, so you can see it's quite dark. The light one, obviously, a little bit fairer, a little bit more golden. And it just means you don't get streaks, which I think is brilliant. Yes, someone said their loose powder at the moment is out of stock. I know. Oh, and it's so good, but it is coming back. It is definitely coming back. As far as I know, the clearance products, I believe, are permanent, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll contact the lovely girls over at Ayu, and I will double check that. If any of you happen to be watching live, Ayu team, let us know if those products that have gone in the warehouse clearance, if they are discontinued. I certainly hope not. But if you haven't been and had a look at the warehouse clearance at the moment, go have a look. It is amazing. The discounts are phenomenal. It is incredible. There's some lovely things at the moment in the warehouse sale. I also love their lipsticks and their lip kits. My personal favourite being the colour Chloe. I think Chloe is just such a pretty, wearable, youthful colour. It's perfect. Next up, some powder. Okay, so powder. If you haven't been following me recently, you won't know this. If you have been, you'll know that I've fallen hopelessly in love with the Ayu loose powder. It is incredible. Oh my goodness, this is interesting. So someone has just put that they've stocked up on the Ayu products and they find them amazing. I know, right? And they think they're even better than Charlotte Tilbury. I might, So because number 1, which is the shade that I would normally use, oh, someone's in the soft play. I feel your pain. I'm going to use number 2. So number 2 has, again, a little bit more of a golden tint. So if you find maybe this time of year you're feeling a little bit pale, a little bit washed out, by going for the number 2 loose powder, you'll find it won't make you look tanned because it hasn't got a tanned undertone. But can you see this powder? It's kept the radiance in my skin. Now you might find it takes down that radiance a little bit because it takes off any shine. But you know what? Give it 20 minutes, half an hour as your body warms up, your skin warms up, your makeup warms up. It all goes back to being creamy and this lovely radiant glow comes through. But I'm pleased with that. Now my hands are a bit paler than my face at the moment, but I have fake tanned my hands this morning. I don't know what's going to happen to this hand because I have now got extra fake tan there, but you know what? It'll be fine. I'll go wash my hands later. I hope for the best. Now, next up, a little bit of bronzer. So I'll tell you what, while we're talking about Ayu, let's stick with them for a moment. Let's use this. I use this quite a lot. So this is their Peach Glow Blush and Bronze palette. So you've got both bronzer and a blusher. And this is a bit more peachy. So if, like me, you suffer with redness in the face, if you have that high colour, then I would recommend that you go a little bit more towards peachy blushes rather than pink ones. If you apply a pink blusher on a red face, you can get that quite red flushed finish. So you definitely go more peachy. Now I'm starting off with the bronzer with a really nice big kabuki brush. This is just one by Dior, which I've had about 100 years. I can't even tell you how old this brush is, but still going strong. I do believe in investing in good brushes. So just dusting that around there, just to give you a little bit more of a sun-kissed glow. As I say, I like a golden glow. Using the same bronzer, I'm going to take that across the top of the forehead, because if you were sat in the garden having, I don't know, glossy bubbles, gin and tonic, hot chocolate, and the sun is coming down, that's what you want to channel when applying your bronzer. Just where the sun would kiss you. So we've done our contour below the cheekbone. This one, I'm just taking above the bronzer, just above the contour and up and around to give me that lovely warmth into the complexion. One of the nice things about the Ayu bronzer is it does have a little bit of a glow to it. It's got a little bit of a sheen. So it keeps that glow going in the face. Now the blusher. Let's put that on while we go at it. Apple of the cheek, blending upwards. And blusher is the thing I wish I could do to strangers on the tube in the morning. I wish I could go along and blusher them. When my clients say to me, "Oh, Freyja, can you take off 10 years?" I'm like, yeah, certainly, let's put some blusher on. Oh, look, there goes 5 years. That's what blusher will do for you. It will put that youthfulness back into the skin. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know this trick, and it is so simple. Once you mastered it, you will never look back. So this is by Ayu. This is their waterproof liquid eyeliner. So rather than painting liquid liner across the top, I'm actually going to let this eyeshadow do the eyeliner job there. I'm going to take this up from underneath. So I'm going to push it up into the roots of the eyelashes, from underneath the eyelashes. Now you've got a waterline, you've got this inner rim of skin here. You've also got an upper inner rim of skin. Now you're not really aiming for that bit of skin. You're actually aiming just above that, right into those roots. If you get it onto the skin, don't panic, it's not the end of the world. You might just find it'll then print on that lower one, and then you might just need to give it a little bit of a wipe. But I've got a lady in her 80s that learnt how to do this trick. Once you've mastered it, like I said, you'll never look back. And once you get mascara on, that is when this comes alive. and does its magic. When you first start doing it, don't rush it. Don't go and poke your eye out. And of course, if you wanted to do a liner across the top of that, you absolutely could. Again, keeping it softly today, I'm not going to. Just wiggling that through the lashes. Mascara, doesn't that make a difference? As soon as you get your mascara on, pulls the look together. You can see I tend to use the tip for these outer ones and swing them out to the side a bit more, which kind of enhances the almond shape to the eyes. So can you see I'm looking down, I've got a mirror here, I'm looking down into the mirror and tilting my head backwards a little bit. By doing so, it gives you more space to work the lashes. So suddenly I can really lift my brush upwards, I can really lift the lashes upwards. If you're looking down into a mirror, can you see suddenly my eyelid is in the way? And that's when you get all the little dots. So just tilt your head backwards, look down into the mirror and wiggle that through. And again, sweeping them outwards for that almond shape enhancement. There's a big debate between makeup artists whether or not to do the lower lashes. Some say yes always, some say no never. I tend to sit on the fence because sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. I'm going to with mine, but again, just these outer ones and just a small amount. I don't want big, clogging, clumpy lower lashes. So that is the eyes on. Next up, I want to use this with you, which is a brand new launch by Ayu, and this is their Radiance highlighter. So normally, traditionally, creamy things, once you've used a creamy thing, you can only use cream on top of cream, traditionally. However, this you can use on top of powder. I'm going to apply it with a little brush. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that onto the brush and then up high onto that cheekbone. Now, can you see I'm twisting my head to the side and then looking, because then I can see how much I'm putting on. If you look front on, can you see you can't see how much is there at all? You can't see it catching the light, and that's when you can end up with it kind of beaming out to space. So literally just turn your head to the side a little bit. And you see it just catching the light. It's really pretty. It's so soft, and it's not glittery, so it's not like, you know, somewhere a bit spangly. Especially for feeding the ducks, which is what I'll be doing in a moment. Like that. Just a nice, soft, gentle glow. And this can be used all over. So I also think highlighter is nice over the top of the Cupid's bow. Really enhances that. So that's the eyes, that's the face. Now we need to finish the look with some lips. My favourite Ayu one, as requested, is called Chloe. And it is the Chloe Lip Kit. And I love the lip kits. The reason being is that in here is everything you need. So you've got your lip pencil, your lipstick and your gloss, all in one. So I'm going to start with the lip pencil first. Now, a lot of people skip lip pencil, but I find it is quite important. How I describe a lip pencil to people is it's a bit like wearing a bra. You don't necessarily want to see it. You don't want to see it, however, it gives all the shape, it gives the support, it gives the definition, and that's how it works on the lips. It defines the lips. So it's starting off with a lip pencil. So this is the Chloe lip pencil by Ayu. So I tend to start off defining the edge, but I'm not a fan of that dark line around the edge with a lighter lipstick inside. So I'm going to fill in the lip all over. That is a great tip if you find your lipstick doesn't last very long. By doing the lip pencil all over, it means when your lipstick wears off, you'll still have that colour all over your lips. Okay, and then the lipstick, which again is in the lip kit. Now I believe that this lip kit may well be in the Ayu warehouse clearance at the moment. Don't quote me on this, but I believe it was in the sale for £10. So you get the lip pencil, the lipstick and the gloss for £10, I think, about that. So this is the Chloe lipstick. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, I love this colour. It's so creamy in texture as it goes on. I wish you could feel, oh, how beautifully creamy. That is. It's also got a slight fragrance to it and it smells delicious. Now, the gloss is really pretty. The gloss, so pretty. Now, I'm not going to use this directly onto my lips because if I do, this lipstick's going to transfer onto here. And sometimes I like to wear this gloss on its own and I like to see the true colour of the gloss. So I'm just, I don't know if you can see, putting it onto my hand. And then I'm going to smear this on my fingers. Oh, look at that. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Build up onto. Now, if you have slightly thinner lips, gloss, lip pencil, they're your friend. They really, truly are. They will make your lips look fuller, more defined, bigger. But there it is. I'm going to take the mum bun out. I had my hair cut yesterday. Don't tell my hairdresser back in Norfolk. James, if you're watching this, I'm terribly sorry. I did cheat on you. I had an affair with a new guy who's local to me, and he came to my house and he cut me in a little bit of a fringe, which I think I've kind of ruined because of the way that I tied it up. It didn't look like that yesterday. Let me see if I can sort this out a little bit. I am a hair up, half down kind of girl. There we go. There it is. That'll do me. Ta-da! And there's my finished look. So, aren't the ducks lucky? They've got this makeup coming to feed them. I know, bonkers, right? However, I am now ready for the day. And on Sundays I have to go without makeup because I've got so many other things to do. But there it is. There it is. There's my finished look. So I hope you enjoyed that and I hope you feel that you picked up a few useful hints and tips. Whatever you're up to today, I hope you have a great day and I'll look forward to catching you soon.